What is up, RDR2 people? All right, so saw something on Reddit. It's talking about making a list for your plants, and like several people had suggestions, and I've got one I just thought I'd share with everybody that works really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first show you my list and show you what I do, but then I'm going to also show you a cheaper way, if you will, to protect your list. So what I do is I have my list here, and you can see this is the black water, and then if I flip it over, right, and this is just a sleeve that now I get the one that you like because I'm lazy that catches right here. That way I'm not having to staple. But if you don't have it with a little catch, you just kind of put some staples back here just to kind of hold your paper in place. And then what I did on the front side, and I don't know if you can see it, I doubt you can, but basically I took clear packing tape and I ran it down the side, and that's just to kind of hold it in place to keep it from flopping over. Now, here's how I'm going to mark it. Okay, I've got a Sharpie here. All right, and you go, well, if you mark it with a permanent marker, I'm going to show you guys. So we're going to mark the star orchid, right? All right, now we're going to let that sit for a minute. Okay, and I'm going to come back to it. But if this sleeve, and so I'm going to come back to this in just a second, but if this sleeve, if you don't have them, you just don't feel like going to Walmart and get them, there is an alternative way to do it with this packing tape. Okay, and so you can basically just use the packing tape. This is an old trick that I learned back in my younger days when I was well, trying to make my first fake ID, and it worked really well. So as you can see, I just got a note paper here, and what I've done is I've ripped off a strip of this tape, right? And I've stuck my paper to the tape. Now you would have to do this all the way down the paper, right? So I'm going to pause it. Okay, so what I've now done, and I couldn't show you because I'm doing this with my phone, but if you could see, like you see these two pieces of tape, that's because I taped, so sticky side to sticky side, right? And now I've got almost like a nice laminated piece of paper right here. Now, yeah, I'm going to take my scissors and trim these edges up just to kind of, just to make it look pretty. But you don't have to necessarily. But it will work the same way that this does. And so we're going to go back to this, and you see that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dry erase marker, and you go, well, why not just use your dry erase marker? Because anybody who's ever tried to use one knows that these sons of bitches can be, pardon my French, can be a pain to wipe off. But if we take the dry erase marker, what it is perfect for, let me go ahead and show you just. So, DIY guy, yep. So what I did was I took a pair of my church socks, because they're holy. Anyway, just an old sock that I had down in my garage, is my rag bucket. I brought it up, and you see that this isn't coming off, right? So now I'm going to take my dry erase, do me a little circle right there, come back with my holy sock, and bam, done. And you can do the exact same thing over here. So take the Sharpie, kind of mark a little bit, and Sharpies dry pretty quick, right? So come back over here, right? But I take my dry erase, circle, 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 come back with my, and there we go. All right, so that's it. There you go. And now you got a list for all of your plants. So, all right, I hope that helps out.